Hey everyone. So a lot of you have been asking me what I think is going to be happening with the market during this whole COVID pandemic. So I did a quick video with some charts showing you what I think is going to happen. Obviously it's a prediction, it's an opinion, nobody knows, everything is changing day by day. So, but I gave it my best shot, and take a look and let me know if you have any questions on it. So here we have my chart for single family homes. It's my prediction of what will happen with the market. So take it for what it's worth. It's a prediction. Everybody can have one. So what is it based on? So you see here, this mark right here, that's 100. So that was what was normal at the beginning of March before all this started. Okay, so what's happened so far, we've seen a drop in both buyers and sellers. But the number of listings coming on the market and the number of sales and everything. So we've seen a consistent drop since then. And what I'm expecting to see here is that consistently dropping until summertime. That's what all the experts are predicting, is that the housing inventory, which is the dark blue line, is going to drop and bottom out sometime in summertime, June, July. Now, buyers, typically the buying season is in June, July, and August. That's when that's when the buying season peaks. So I think we're going to end up having more buyers than sellers at that time. Not everybody can buy, but a lot of people still have to buy. They want to move because of schooling or whatever in the summer. So I think what we're going to end up seeing is at the end of May, June, July, people are going to want to be moving. So we're going to have more buyers. We're going to have a slight seller's market. I know a lot of people are waiting for the bottom to drop out of the prices to grab up some great investments, but I really don't think that's going to happen for you. What we will have though is at the end of the year, as we're coming back up, the buyers are going to taper off. We're probably not going to have as many snowbird buyers, especially for houses, coming in at the end of the year. So we're going to end up having a little bit more inventory at the end of the year, and not quite as many buyers. So I think we'll have a slight buyer's market right there. But again, this is Pinellas County. So we typically have a seller's market for, I don't know how many years, since 2014, it's been a seller's market. So what I'm going to end up going back to is a normal seller's market that we've been used to. I think that'll happen at the end of the year or the beginning of the year. Okay, then we have, now let's take a look at condos real quick. So with condos, it's a little bit different. A couple reasons. Condos are often second homes, and they're often vacant. So we're not seeing the drop in the supply, which is the yellow line. We're not seeing the drop in supply like we did with houses. More people live in their houses when they sell them as opposed to condos. So we're not going to see a drop in supply. We have seen a drop in demand, or we're going to see a drop in buyers. Now, this is in a huge part because a lot of condo buyers are retirees. And retirees, they're older, so they're more susceptible to having serious complications from COVID. So we're not going to see as many condo buyers. But at the same time, condo buyers are used to, or at least more often, will buy sight unseen in person. They'll often buy through video. I've sold a number of them where I just take the camera around, show them a virtual tour, and they're happy with it. They buy it because it's a second home. So we're not going to see the same steep drop in buyers either. So that's going to be pretty balanced. We might see some adjustments, but not a whole lot. Now as far as pricing goes, it's still a pretty balanced market. I wouldn't expect to see any huge price drops with condos either. Another thing to consider with condos is new construction. People can do that online. They don't need to see anything in person anyways, because a lot of times it's either a shell of a building or just a empty lot. So you got that as well. Now prices as far as houses as well, you see it's still pretty balanced all through this. It's not crazy. So you're not going to see any huge price drops. If you're an investor and you're expecting to see some huge price drops, then I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, there's going to be a few good deals out there because people will have to sell quickly, but that's going to be it. Don't expect to be having the huge price drops like we saw in 2008, 2009, and all that. Now, this is an example of, so in the past 7 days, this is a quick snapshot of the market. This dark blue here is the new houses that have come on the market. New listings are either new on the market or they're back on the market. All right, and there was a total of 255. But 280 have sold or been taken off the market. Now, people are taking their houses off the market for various reasons. Some of them for safety reasons, to be healthy. Others are worried about the market. But right now, because of this, there's not a lot to choose from, and it's even a little bit more of a seller's market than it was. Condos, we've had 107 come onto the market or back on the market in the past 7 days. And this is Pinellas County. I'm sorry if I didn't say that earlier, but this is Pinellas County. And so 107 came on the market, and 111 were sold or removed from the market. Oh, and this number here was 255. So as you can see, more houses are coming off the market than going on. If we continue that trend, it's going to be even more of a seller's market. And I really expect that to continue until the fourth quarter, where I expect this will reverse a little bit. Okay, so there you go. That's my prediction. Right or wrong, we will see. But the quick takeaways from it are as follows. We're seeing a drop in inventory, but we're also seeing a drop in buyers. So they're evening out for the most part. I don't expect to see any huge price drops, any huge price rising. I just don't expect any huge change as far as pricing goes. Will there be some deals? Yes, of course, there's going to be some deals. Some people are going to be forced to sell quickly because of this, and they will. But at the same time, there's going to be buyers out there, so they're not going to have to, take bottom dollar. If you're an investor and you were hoping to see these giant price drops, I have a feeling you're going to be out of luck, just from the indicators that I've been looking at and listening to the experts in the industry talk about it. Now, if you're thinking about buying and selling, and it's something you want to do now, in the next couple of days, I'll be doing a couple of videos, one for buyers, one for sellers, on how that process will work in this COVID pandemic. Real estate is an essential business, and it can be done, but it's just a different process now. So I'll explain that in a couple of videos coming up here later in the week or early next week. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.